scar to her friends at school.
Have to keep
Okay, well, we have like the we have an underground, don't we? Am I crazy? We are there. That's a way out. We've been in there. Undercity ruins. Guild hall's right over here. Right up here? Is this the way we would be go? Yeah, pretty much. We need to be across here. We got some folks here. Are they our,
My children. My sweet ones. What have they done to you?
I'm hungry, Father.
Right, her.
So hungry.
It hurts, Father. The hunger. It never stops.
Please, do you know of anything that can be done?
Oh, they got vamped, huh? Yeah, let them feed
I've
on
been
animals.
fighting it, but I think you're right. Better that than they start feeding off humans.
That's it, huh? Is that a hole? Well. I didn't really need to go that long way around, huh? Fair enough. Oh yes, we know where we are. Yeah, we don't care about the traps. We triggered them before. Okay, who's missing? Azelle can't quite handle it.
An efficient path.
No one back home will ever believe this. Moving ahead.
What does Nine Fingers have to say? Where's Nine Fingers at?
Seems simple enough.
Notes from Himberlew, a street beggar employed by the guild as a spy on activity at the Devil's Fee Antiquities shop. The report concludes with the following. Though the majority of my report concerns visits of well-known patriarchs to Helsig's establishment, aristocrats who might be blackmailed to keep such visits secret. There was another visitation that I feel should not be overlooked. The arms dealer Gortash, along with the known Ballast leader, met yesterday with Helsig for a considerable period. Upon leaving the shop, I overheard Gortash to remark, "What did I tell you? If Helsig can get us into the House of Hope, she can get us into Mephistar too." What just updated? Hoping to topple Nine Fingers Keen, so the Zentarim are facing off against the guild.
No time.
The Zentarim have turned, the rotward bastards. So, if you're part of it, take your shot. Anything else can wait till the Zent are buried.
I don't know if we're overthrowing or not.
Good. Because I've already got more enemies than I do fingers. Come on then.
I am a woman of her word. You go, girl. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dash. Unfortunately, I can't, oh, I can? Oh, yeet. Try me. Well, that works. Did I pick the right side? I have no idea. Because we're all the way down here before my team gets to go. So much sneak attacking. They're gonna be dead before not long. Three-piece, no! Three-piece, no! Yeah, crush it, girl. No, we really don't get to go.
I go hunting.
Not much to be done.
My
Okay.
faith will protect me. On I go.
Can I do anything? Do I needest? That wasn't necessary, but Bardic Inspo. What, none for me?
My path be true.
Dang. I don't know if I'm gonna make it to the next turn. Oh. Sucks for you, huh? You're gonna get murked. Holy! Takes 7 attacks.
These boots have seen everything.
Well, yeah, I can't sneak attack anymore because I use it as my reaction. Yeah, we'll just do one of those. Oh, yeet. Why didn't you just turn around and attack the one that was there? Ain't gonna be nothing left for me. Get him, Elliot. Never works. Can I do this? Not enough space, not enough movement. Yeah, whatever. I don't think I can be entangled, right? You know, I thought I had a firebolt.
Mercy.
That's weird.
Tail poodle.
You want distracting, right? On, well, you got blindness. This one, I guess? And can you maybe just do the same? That one's blind. I feel like I have advantage on it. I could probably just kill this one. We could just do an OG attack. Yeah, whatever. This one's gonna come over, and that's fine. I think there's enough of us up here that... Yeah, 9 figures ain't going down, right? You idiot. Well, there's that. Well, that takes care of that then, I guess. Is this the last one? And what do you mean I don't have advantage? I feel like there's a whole bunch of allies standing here. Whatever. Go Quincy. Of course it would be me. Oh,
Back to work.
was this the right choice? I don't know. We helped 9 figures defeat the Zenturium. We should speak to the Guildmaster. Or... Who are we missing?
It's been
There
a
you
long
are.
day. I need to rest soon.
I'm guessing she's up in her spot. Yes. Wincy. Way to battle.
Suppose I should have seen that coming. Zentarim aren't known for their loyalty, but I thought the bastards would keep to their contract at least. I'm too nice for my own good, I suppose. But I was in a pit, and you helped pull me out. For that, I'm grateful. You'll have what guild blades I can give when the time to take the Absolute comes. So, just tell me what you need to get us there.
I need to get in the Bayless place.
Knowing what I know usually comes at a cost. But let's say we'll put it on your tab. Thieves, frauds, and miscreants. If it's just the watch warrants you're reading. The guild isn't any one thing. We're everything. All the parts of the city the watch don't want seen, so they push us to the far side of their law. But it's not the watch that keeps the peace, or gives justice to any Baldurian who asks, whether they can pay for it or not. It's us. If we take a little tribute in return, or tie strings of service to those we help, well, what of it? So long as we're working as one, it all runs quick, quiet, and clean.
What is it the
Clean
guild
water,
wants?
filthy riches, and everything in between. We're citizens of the city. No more, no less. Right now, I'll settle for taking our city back. You have done plenty. Do any more, and the guild might have to take a special interest in you.
Hey now.
Understood? Great.
So you didn't really tell me what I wanted to know. Can we go loot these fools?
What's inside?
Rugen is no longer reliable. I'm making you the Southern District Deliveries Manager effective next 10 day, unless Rugen retires earlier than that, if you know what I mean. I don't know what she means. Somebody up there died? When did that happen? Yo, fish bait. You take those. Is any of this gonna help me get in? Up at the sky. Life has tried to push me down, make me crawl when I should fly, but I won't be stilled, and when I'm killed, I'll be looking at the sky. Sorry, but no, you died underground and you're face down. It's the complete opposite of what you're trying to say. Leather armor +1. And a long bow. Yeah, whatever. Thing is, though, is this doesn't get me any closer to what I'm trying to do. I still haven't finished this. We found about half his corpse. We should return the gold to Raketh. I don't remember where that is. Ah, we need to go down here. Kanda Hollow's tombstones. So I'd be willing to say... Can we get in through there? I'd be willing to say that that's through the cemetery.
Still here.
I was unable to sneak in there before because people just saw me the whole time. So there seems to be a door here, I guess. Maybe it's not a door. Well, if we didn't all fail a perception check, that's some BS. There's a sturdy wall here.
Eager for battle.
You know who's good at sturdy walls? Immune to slashing. We need bludgeoning. No. 30 means only a hit that deals at least 10 damage can damage it. 8 to 15. I'll get there eventually. Keep on swinging. Oh, yeah. These are low rolls. Really now? Uh-huh. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Can't hit a high roll, huh? Wall took no damage because of sturdy. Only a hit that deals at least 10 damage can damage it. $1d8 plus 7. One would think that that is sturdy enough.
Such authority.
Can we blast it? Well, you know, I didn't quite need to do that. Sturdy. Sturdy. Very interesting. Okay, so a slashing immunity, piercing resistance, acid immunity, necrotic immunity, fire immunity, lightning immunity, cold immunity, force vulnerability. We could use force damage.
Let's move.
I do have some force damage here, but it's only 2 to 12. Can we just do one of these and everybody else can...
What's next? Let's
Just-
try it. Did you do that on purpose?
disappeared. Oh, so
Let's get
did
going.
I use my... that's freaking great. Concentrated blast, huh? Try this. Do. Oh, but that's psychic, right? Ah, let's just do it. Can't be an inanimate entity. Well, that sucks. Cannot be moved by force, even though it's vulnerable.
Time to press ahead.
Do we have any sort of fireworks that might explodicize this? You know, that's always a choice. Smoke, powder, arrow, 4d6 plus, 4d6 force. Pop, pop.
I've got a long road ahead.
That's a ladder, damn it. I thought that was gonna be way into where I needed to go. Candle Hollow tombstones. Ugh. But where's that actually? Because this one doesn't have the Candle Hollow tombstones, so I thought I was on the right track. Boy, am I just a silly.
Horrible, those gallows, aren't they? Shame no
I
one
solved the puzzle though.
Folk don't even think about it much, I bet. But they should.
Where did this bring me out? Now. There's a manhole. Escape the deal, did we not? That's hellsick. Yeah, we were already there. Graveyard. Candle Hollow tombstones. Right, we couldn't get in there because none of us could pass the check. Now I remember. None of us quite had the perception we required.
This ought to be good.
Does Jaheira have some sort of like help you pass a check kind of thing? We have guidance. That's just ability in checks.
No rest. Be you wicked
For
or
10
wise.
turns.
You won't have much. It was half that a 10-day ago.
We've had.
Let's try this. Guidance. Ven. I don't know if Ven is the most perceptive. I probably could have chose
never mind.
better. I also don't know
Breathe
if I'm
deep
going
and
to
move.
redo this check. I failed a perception check. Jaheira also failed it. We know that it's something behind the bookcase, right? God damn it.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Okay. Maybe it's not the bookcase, it's something else, but either way. Oh man. Oh, those sneezes were something else. Strike in Bale's name. Oh, devotees of untimely death, it's time to skin, to flay, and make our presence felt. The terror must not wane. Those arrogant adventurers. Make bloody example of them, tear them to gobbets. I will ensure the hapless fists stay out of it, and if any bystanders suffer an intended maiming or death, well, that's simply more offerings to Almighty Baal. Ba-ball, ba-ball, ba-ball. Now, surely I'm supposed to get back there.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Let death be your guide, for what is behind death but murder?
Let us show them how it's done.
Let death be your guide. Feigning death is not your guide. Okay. Well now. She's gonna be a while. Huh. Oh shit. Well, that's that.
Oh, hi.
I just wanted the painting.
Never a dull moment.
Also, it's a
Baldur has
good time for
red
Jahira to
textile
wake up.
trading. All are weighted, all are embraced. None shall escape.
I am both not historic nor... Oh, passphrase. Right, we picked that up off of... Was it the wine festival? Okay, we're getting somewhere. And I cannot travel from this area. I bet I can't. Bet I can't rest either. I cannot. So, should I rest first? I should rest first. Does anyone need to talk? Oh, we have Volo. YOLO to Volo.
Maybe it'll bring us
We're gonna
closer.
bring Gale with us, I believe. Because Gale's the man. Jahir was only around to get minced.
Hardly the noblest conflict we've encountered, but criminals will have their squabbles, even in the looming shadow of utter annihilation. Oh, nothing would give me greater pleasure. Which of our esteemed company am I stepping in for?
Jahira, of course.
So, shall we?
These
go,
boots have
homie.
seen everything.
Let's talk to Volo first.
It is splendid to see you again, my friend. If you hadn't saved me from that mob, I'd be penning a guide to the afterlife based on first-hand experience. Perhaps you would hazard a guess as to why the mob turned on me?
Because you're running your mouth? Or in the red?
Quite right. But it is not Orin herself who has marked me for death. It is her dread master. The Lord of Murder has returned. As he did 100 years ago, Baal has set his accursed sights on Baldur's Gate. And his temple runs red with the blood of the innocent. Orin is his chosen. And like Sarevok before her, she is able to take on the savage form of the Slayer. If the Slayer is not stopped, it will slaughter every living thing.
Well, let me
in the
guess, you're going to
city.
tell me how to get in even
As
though I
one of
struggle
those
to do it.
things, I'm particularly eager to stop it. And there is a way. I have a study of the beast, penned by the wizard Irenicus himself. It contains all of the knowledge needed to slay the Slayer. Now I just need a brave adventurer, willing to face Baal's chosen, and to put the knowledge into practice.
Well, you're looking at her.
Wonderful! I can scarcely think of anyone more suitable. It
Okay.
will serve you well. A study of the Slayer penned by John Irenicus. It's one of a kind, so do try to keep it away from the inevitable bloodbath.
I'll need more than a book.
I am a living
But I'll
witness
do
to
my
Bal's
preparation.
defeat those 100 years ago. So I know your battle against him is not futile. He can be stopped. But not all of those who stood against him survived. And those who did were never the same again. I wish you luck, my friend. And I hope that when I see you again, you'll be in one piece. 2 or 3 at most.
Well, I'm already in 2 pieces thanks to you, since you pulled my eye out, but... Regarding the Slayer. Even though this child of Baal has thus far been squandering the gift of their unholy blood, it seems that Baal's lash is inescapable. The Graven God now has besieged them with the Slayer, the Beast, and the Prophet. And when they turn, their mind is spoken. More broken than all my torments could ever rend to. I spent all this while testing the captive spawn with my experiments, trying to extract more of Baal's gifts from them, but they have brought the Slayer upon themselves. It seems that it manifests in moments of pure hatred, a divine hatred of those mortal blood cannot fathom. Then, when the child of Baal hates in a way that it pleases their lord, Baal himself descends upon them as his own avatar. Despite all the Baal spawn of Candlekeep has done to prevent Saravok's uprising, it seems Father must love them dearly indeed to intervene personally on their behalf. Perhaps if I continue my routine of absorbing all the divine essence I extracted while the spawn was my captive, I can force Baal's magics to quicken in my own blood, trick the fool god into thinking I'm one of his own children. Thus, I might tame the beast for myself. The book then continues with the detailed records of Irenicus' experimental attempts to transform into the Slayer. Okay, so that did nothing for me. If she's green, that means she wants to talk, right?
I think you might have made a terrible, terrible mistake.
What?
Huh? Chasing rumor halfway around the city and back. Crossing the guild. Wading through filth. Defying the one creature upon whom your very life depends. All for a madman and his rodent. It was no mean feat to make nice with the sourest puss in the city, by the way. It took years for Estelle and I to trust one another. The Absolute threatens thousands, the entire coast. And still you risked much to help one man. I should berate you, but I can only say thank you.
The whole thing was your idea.
Your reasons were your own. But whether you meant for it or not, your fight is our fight, huh? Both of us. To the very end.
He'll be an asset, I'm sure.
He's an ass. I can make no promises beyond that. But even so, lead the way. We're yours to command.
What is up with that?
Boo is overjoyed with our victory. Another den of evil vanquished, and an old foe defeated. Well, Viconio was a friend for a short time beforehand, but then a foe once more. Yes, Boo, a most wicked witch. The very mention of her name gives him nightmares to this day.
What did she do to him?
Boo and Minsk have traveled far and wide, and met many fine and not so fine people. It will surprise you to learn that even the wisest of friends do not always recognize Boo for what he is.
A miniature giant space hamster?
Exactly! The Drow was a cruel witch, but a clever one. She knew what Boo was right away, and she had never seen his like before. She wished to inspect his handsome magnificence, and so she did. One night, while he lay asleep, twitching his whiskers in happy dreams, she crept upon his tiny bedroll holding a knife as slim as a toothpick. She meant to spill his miniature guts and study them. I did not get the chance.
He did it.
Boo never sleeps deeply while evil is near. He sprang into action and almost blinded the witch.
Go, Boo.
She
Go,
had fled
Boo.
from her camp by morning, when Boo told me the whole tale over a breakfast of berries and nuts.
That's some story.
My friend, now we have settled the matter of the guild. I fear there is something I must tell you. You and Boo both. It may shock you both to know, but Minsk and this Stone Lord, they are one man. The same one man. And that same one man is Minsk.
Yeah, we know. You tried to kill me multiple
Never
times.
has Boo been more proud of my failures. I wish to believe the Stone Lord's evil was the worm alone, tainting my thoughts with foul dung. But I see now, the dung was within Minsk all along. So I wonder, if Minsk can be a villain, and Nine Fingers a hero, must it be so with all creatures? Is there good and evil within us all?
Yeah.
Boo calls this nonsense. Less thinking of bad thoughts, says he, and more breaking of bad bones. But still, I would hear what you have to say on the matter, my friend.
You believe you were falling to here, that's not evil.
Even though it led to evil ends? And even the true Jahira is not always right. She sometimes pets Boo a little too roughly. Or denies him the breakfast broth so that I must dip him in the pot when she looks the other way. I begin to wonder if good and evil is not a thing of knowing. If it is sometimes a thing that Minsk must decide for himself. Alone. Which is why I'm asking you.
Man, I can't tell you. You're overthinking
Of course.
it. Just listen to your hamster.
One look into his beady little eyes should be enough to tell Minsk there is pure and untainted goodness in this world. Oh, thank you, my friend. As ever, I shall do only what my heart and hamster tell me to.
Right.
Kill the villains. Kill them all. Break them beneath my boots, no matter how they squeal for mercy. I feel better. Minsk is ready to go and do some butt-kicking.
And that's what I wanted to
Miniature
talk
as
to you
Boo
about.
is, he is also giant. You will need to make room for us, my friend.
Give Gale a
Minsk
rest.
and
I'm
Boo
just trying to
stand
level
ready.
him up,
Just
see what
tell
he,
us where to do
see
it.
what class he is. The level 1 ain't gonna do for us. He's a ranger. Okay, ranger spells, I guess. Fog Cloud might be good. Ensnaring Strike is always great. Enhanced Leap. We got Speak with Aminals. Yeah, let's give him that because, you know, that's his whole thing. Long Strider. Animal Friendship. Creature must have intelligence of 3 or less. Condition ends only if you or an ally hurts the target. I think we don't need that. We could do Hunter's Mark. Done. Fighting style. We got particular style, archery, defense, dueling. He rocks a melee weapon to a weapon fighting. When you make an attack with your offhand weapon, you can add your ability modifier When you're wielding a melee weapon that is not two-handed in one hand and no weapon in the other, you deal an additional 2 damage. You can carry a shield in your free hand and still gain this bonus. Only an additional 2 damage. Whereas this, you add your ability modifier to the damage of the attack. Well, you might want to go 2 weapon. Gain +1 bonus to AC. I don't think we're going to go with archery. I guess it depends on what else we can do after the fact. You know what? We don't use ranged. Let's do archery. Why not? I don't even think we're going to use him, so... Hunter. Spells. Ensnaring Strike. Might be good. Hail of Thorns. The thorns deal weapon damage to the target and then explode. The explosion deals an additional 1d10 piercing to the target and surrounding creatures. On miss, thorns still explode. On save, targets still take half the damage. Let's go ensnaring. You seek the most dangerous prey in Faerun. From ancient dragons to massive hordes of undead, and excel at slaying them all. You have deep connection with your natural surroundings and form a magical bond with a swarm of nature spirits. Emerging like a horrible gift from the envelope of darkness and shadow, you ambush and put down your foes before they can even scream. What is this? +3 bonus to initiative. See in the dark. This one just had Hunter's Prey. Hunter's Mark, Prey Scent, Mage Hand, Fairy Fire. You foster an intelligent bond with powerful beasts that can aid you in and out of combat. I don't want to use a hamster, so I like the Gloomstalker. Sure. Replace spell. I don't think we need to replace anything, do we? Nah. A feat. Is there anything for ranged? Well, he needs dex, so maybe I just do the, Your ranged weapon attacks do not receive penalties from high ground. Ranged weapon attacks with weapons you are proficient with have a -5 penalty to their attack, but deal an additional 10 damage. Toggle this on or off. -5 to attack, though. When you make attacks within melee range crossbow, the attack rolls do not have disadvantage. Piercing shot inflicts gaping wounds. You might go ability improvement with dex, of course. I don't think it really matters. Like I said, I don't think we're going to be using him, so. But he's an option, I guess. Oh, some level 2 spells. We have Protect from Poison, Silence. Bark Skin. I feel like we already are. You can see dark. Goodberry might be good. I feel like Goodberry, you can probably use that at a higher level for more healing, right? His favored enemy. Studying the tactics and abilities of certain creatures grant you a set of abilities that is useful in a variety of situations. Bounty Hunter, you gain proficiency in investigation. Creatures you hit with ensnaring strike, either range or melee, have disadvantage or saving throw. You gain proficiency in Arcana and can cast protection from evil or good. True Strike, Ranger Knight, history, and armor proficiency with heavy armor. Religion and sacred flame. We have ensnaring strike, right? So let's use that. Natural explorer, we got beast tamer, find familiar, urban tracker, sleight of hand, resistance to cold, resistance to fire, resistance to poison. Let's take the resistance to poison, maybe. Actually, beast tamer though. Oh, I already have beast tamer. Sure. I don't think we're replacing any spells. Let's just crank through these levels. Gained a spell, class feature, subclass feature. We got Iron Mind, proficiency in wisdom and intelligence saving throws. We get another spell. Spike growth. What is this class feature? Difficult terrain. No longer slows you down. Another feat. Maybe we take athlete and crank that dex up to max. Conjure barrage, daylight, lightning arrow. Yep, sure. Protection from energy. You must touch a creature. If I'm ranged, I'm not going to be close enough to touch anybody, right? Oh yeah, I forgot I can like dual class. Camouflage yourself with environment to become invisible and gain. Is there anything that would be good? I guess fighter could get me multiple attacks, right? Rogue could get me sneak attack. Which might be alright. No. Can I just go back? I don't think I'm going to use them, so we don't need to go too crazy on that. Keeper of the Veil was what? Arcana, evil, and good. We got history, armor proficiency with heavy armor. I don't think we really have any heavy armorers. If I can get all my resistances up, then that'd be alright. Subclass features. You're swift enough to turn a miss into a new strike. When you miss with a weapon attack, you can make another weapon attack for free. Well, that's good for my sharpshooter, right? I didn't grab sharpshooter. Disregard. Let's just do the barrage. He'll be a heavy hitter. Well, I can do sharpshooter now, right? Yeah. Deal an additional 10 damage, and now if you miss, I can re-roll it. That's alright. Although, I'm not gonna take you, so it doesn't really matter. Nothing really matters. Let's go get Jeezy over here.
Minsk seems quite the enthusiastic ally. Would all do well to remain on his good side and out of the range of his fists.
Join me, won't you?
Nothing would give me greater pleasure. Which of our esteemed company am I stepping in for?
The man himself.
Magical. So, shall we?
We shalleth.
Let's see what this does.
Let's take a rest, please.
Jahira!
Oh.
Boo is trying his best to explain, but I still do not understand your anger.
Do not hide behind your hamster, Ranger. You do not understand because you do not listen. We were the first.
She actually
to
called it a
discover the
hamster,
cult.
not a rat.
And if you had only waited, we might have marshaled our numbers and...
Good does not wait for evil to button up its breeches. When it offers buttocks for the smacking, Minsk and Boo greet cheek with hand.
That sounds fun.
It is well that Boo's innocent ears still ring from all this shouting.
This mess falls on our heads, Minsk. The city under siege, its people poisoned by the cult. It all might have been avoided if you had just put your feelings aside and listened.
Rawr. You're the only one he listens to. Member.
You mean the doppelgangers? It is no comfort to me that my face made this fool all the easier to lead. The point remains. You meant well, Minsk. But you exposed the city to harm. You helped the cult spread. And worse, perhaps than any of this, you forced me to leave you behind.
But this is where Minsk falls short of the understanding, Jahira. What else is a berserker for, if not to charge into danger ahead of his Waklaren?
Waklaren? Minsk, I am
Yeah, I
not
don't
your
know what that
witch.
means.
You are not my bodyguard. This is not some high lodge of your homeland.
Boo agrees you're a queer kind of witch. But this city is a queer place. And Minsk, you may have noticed, is sometimes strange himself. The titles matter not. Only this. When Minsk does as Minsk does, and charges in to make a mess, Jahira does as Jahira does, and finds a way to save us all anyway.
Yeah, there's some
Is
twisted logic
there?
for sure.
Wonderful. Another Minsk in the making.
Ha! Not without a companion, I'm afraid. Boo will ask some of his sewer-dwelling friends.
I am your friend, Ranger. I am not your witch. There will be no ointments or healing balms.
We do have somebody with healing bombs. Yeah, let's just have a sleep. Y'all motherfuckers be crazy. And after this sleep, you know where we go. We're finally gonna hit these ballas where it hurts. So let's get it.